Hey everyone. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about Reason real quick, and this is my first YouTube video ever, so I don't know, it's just really my opinion on how Reason has changed and how things are going now. So the thing I'm really mad about is that if you go to Reason's website and you want to look at their like model, what you can do, you scroll down here and they make it even like everything is Reason Plus now, right? You don't even get to see the stuff if you don't go to the bottom of the page and click on the shop. It's like they really want you to get Reason Plus, okay? So you pay $400 for Reason, or you pay $240 a year, euros a year, or 200 if you buy the yearly one. So if you check out the differences between Reason 11 and Reason Suite, so just remember, if you click here, Reason is not Reason Suite. So with Reason 11 is what you get is basic cable. You get all the good stuff, but not the good, you know? So that's really sad because if you look at all the different rec extensions like Oomph, Retrobeat, Scenic, and stuff like that, Scenic, you go to their shop and look how much they cost. It's like 100 or more for each of them. So if you buy all of them, you see it. That's quite a couple here. So you will pay at least 700 or more. I don't know. I haven't checked it, and I also don't want to check it honestly. Um, but the point is that what is just so sad is it's so vicious how they introduce stuff like this, you know? None of their models make sense. Like you go to Friction, the model string thing, and you want rent to own, you pay 9.99 a month on top of your, you know, on top you already bought Reason for $400, and then you need to pay 100 or 9.99 a month to get Friction, okay? So like imagine you have Logic Pro. You pay $250 once and then you have it forever and you get updates. Like Reason is not really competitive in that sense anymore right now. And just for me as someone who subscribed to Reason or basically bought Reason updates since version 5, I think it's just so sad to see. You know, I just recently upgraded to Reason 11. That's 130 euro. And of course, you don't get the all the good rec extensions. And what's so unfair is that later on, when Reason 12 will be released, um, like like you cannot buy Suit anymore, right? So you don't have the option to just buy all their devices outright. You would have to buy them separately, which would be much more expensive than Reason Suit. So you can see why they discontinued Reason Suit and make you want to pay and make you pay for Reason Plus. But people don't like Reason Plus, and if you go to their YouTube channel, for example, that is you can see that is truly reflected. You know, I mean, okay, Reason has gone high resolution wasn't that bad of a video, I guess. I mean, high resolution could have been a thing for quite a couple of updates, but let's give them that. All the latest videos with this guy in it, nobody liked them. Not a lot of people are actually watching them. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? If you go down here, and you look at their older uploads from like 4 years ago around Reason, I think it was Reason 10 or Reason 9 times, you see how the videos got like 255k views, or I don't know, they generally have a little more views, 12k, 14k, 80k, 36k, 250k, 170k. You know, people were actually watching those videos back then. Look at this. People were more interested in those videos and they had a good like ratio. People were excited to use Reason. But then they came up with stuff like this. Get an expensive, I don't know, whatever they released there. I haven't even tried it because I feel like they are so scammy at this point, you know? So but anyway, so people are watching their videos less, but also if you go up, Friction is actually really nice, but it's super expensive. But if you go up there a little bit and introducing Reason Plus, for example, let's click on that video. You go here, look at the dislike ratio. They have 500 likes and not even 500 likes of 1.5k dislikes. That got them some attention, but nobody asked for that, you know? And then you look at the live stream. How is that? Super heavy dislike ratio. Then you scroll up a little bit and welcome to Reason Studios. This crazy guy. Let's see how many. How what is? It's like 50-50, right? People really don't like the software. and it feels, I mean, people really do like the software, but they really don't like their the payment models they're offering to their customers. You see, like, they are so out of touch with what their customer base is, who their customer base is. If you think about Reason and like Reason 5.0, everybody used to crack Reason 5.0 like me and just messed around with it to learn to make some music. It was super exciting. You could flip the rack around and do some cool stuff, which you can still do today. But like, you see, that used to be super experimental and nice, and it wasn't overpriced. You had easy access to it. People, that is the point also with like stuff like Microsoft, right? There's even this one Microsoft quote where Bill Gates says that, it's good if people pirate my software because then a lot of people will use it. Fruity Loops, Ableton, people are using it because there's a low barrier of entry, right? And Reason make you, coming from like being an experimental, nerdy type of software for a very niche kind of experimental music makers, going from that to a modern model of feeling like you go to the app store, you go to the Rack Extension app store, and you download all this stuff for money that nobody who uses Reason has. Maybe a couple of producers who made it, or YouTubers who get sponsored by them or whatever, but and some people who just have good money, and of course there are some people who pay it, but I imagine not so many people are paying it. And I think they don't make it really attractive for people to use Reason these days. And also their new logo, it's just so sad. How can you be so out of touch with your customer base, right? How can Who's asking for this guy singing? Like, he's some producer who has one video with 100K clicks from, I guess, wherever they are, so Sweden, and like, he has never used Reason. They make him use Reason with his trial, make him do one song. Nobody likes it, nobody watches it. Like, it's people make crazy jungle drum and bass, people who make dubstep, people who make whatever, all types of music, of course, but the priorities are not on cheesy mainstream shitty music. That is not what most people who use Reason want to make, I imagine. And they want to be experimental, like people who use Bitwig. They want to have modularity and stuff like this. So yeah, sorry, my English is not really good, but I want to get this video done finally because, yeah, it's just so sad. Also, this girl Jelly, like July or something, Kickback Couture. I watched so many of her videos. She's so good, but she moved over to another DAW. She uses Avid, she uses Pro Tools, Ableton. She tries everything out because Reason is just not a good sequencing experience. And like, I don't know. So you see, this is their landing page. If you just go to this website, their landing page nowadays, plug in Reason. You can get your 7-day trial, but where is the shop even? They removed the shop from the header here. It's all the way down here. And if you really want to buy Reason explicitly, you click here, and then you can like buy it. But they don't give you the upgrade option, even though it is there. But you have to go explicitly into it on the Rack Extension shop. So there's just so many bad things about it. Getting rid of Reason Suit was definitely one of the worst ideas they had, and coming up with Reason Plus was even worse, especially considering their existing customer base. And let's be real, paying €20 a month for Reason is not really a good deal, because I mean, it might be obviously somehow be a good deal, but you don't get to own any of the software. You would pay, of course, $200 a month, and if you consider $200 a year, and if you consider just paying that for 3 years, I haven't upgraded since whatever Reason 8, and I'm still using it. Some people don't want to update their software all the time, and how can you be competitive with something like Logic in that respect, which gives you perpetual updates your whole life basically for paying $200. Once they even give you a 3-month trial, everyone that gets a 3-month trial. Like, I get Reason needs to make some money as well, but you know, their technique of how they communicated with the customers is just so bad, and all you can see it so easily. You know, it's not they at this point they must be aware of it. You know, they have to be aware, but you know what some people feel. It's just that, you know, basically we're all in like a we're all niche consumers for this very niche product, and we're like a dying breed basically, and they just gonna squeeze as much money out of the software as possible, buy some new nice sweet apartments, and you know, never update the sequencing experience because Reason is a rack now, right? Like, you don't even want to have the all that stuff. You just need it as a rack. Plug in Reason. You know. Yeah, that's pretty sad. I have no idea how long my video is now, but I guess I'm just gonna upload this and see where it goes from there. Anyways, my English is so bad today. Have a great day, guys. See ya.